Okay, bonus video for today. Gonna have a busy week next week, so I thought I'd get an extra video out this week. And what I've been seeing a lot of lately is 3D laser engraving. Now, a lot of those 3D laser engravings are done with very higher end lasers, fiber lasers, CO2 lasers. Unfortunately, I only have a diode laser. So I went to research and I found a video, and I'll share that link in the description of this video, to how to do 3D laser engraving. But in that video, the author said we need a high quality image. So he pointed me to the site laser-pix.com, and there's lots of 3D style images, some black and white, some in color, and you have a choice of paid or free. Well, today I'm just going to do the free ones. Reset. And I already have this image. So it's when I do this, it's going to rewrite, hopefully overwrite it. So I click on the image. Now, in the video that I watched, the author took the original, downloaded it, and then processed it with ImageR. So if you're familiar with ImageR, if not, watch the video on how the author does it. One step that you may not need is an outline, because I can do the outline in Lightburn. The other option is engraved, and you can see it's set for a 60-watt fiber laser and all the settings. Now, I haven't tried that on my done one of those with the diode laser, but I typically have chosen this prepared one. I set my DPI and set it at 254. The countdown timer is going to start. Get down to 0 and download. Okay, now I actually end up with 2 copies of this, so I have to go and clean that up later. Anyway, now into Lightburn. So I need to import that one image. Now I have 2 of them. It's going to pick the second one. The other one I'm going to delete later. Okay, let's move it off to the side. And we can see that it's 150 by 150. It's a square. I don't have to worry about getting rid of all those other pieces. If you download something that's circular or in a regular shape, then the video shows you how to just create an outline from that one of the menus. Once again, I can do that inside Lightburn as well. So I'm going to leave that on the black layer. So I'm going to click a rectangle. And it's going to draw a square. And I'm going to put it on a different layer. And I'm going to make it look just a little bit bigger than the picture. And you'll see it's just a little bit bigger. That's fine. Okay, let's move that. I want to move this over here somewhere. Okay, so a typical apply mask to image, you could make this with different shapes inside or text. You can mask it so that you get the text with actually the image in the background. Not what I want to do today, although I've tried it that way with this, and this works. But what I want to do is I want to subtract. So first of all, I need some text. I'm going to pick different text here. Just okay, just some text. And what I want to do is I want to increase my horizontal spacing and decrease my vertical spacing. If you've never played with decreasing vertical spacing before, you'll find that it's a nice trick to adjust some of your text. There's my text. And the font size is a little big, so I'm going to bring my font size down. That'll work. And if I need to, I can shrink that down. That's probably fine. Okay. So next step is I'm going to center that on my rectangle. And I'm going to group everything. And if all goes well, let's take my image and center it. Now, notice that did not work. Okay, so let's back off here. Now, if I go apply mask to image, take my image and center it. That works. Okay, so that's one way of doing it. And that's typically because the outline of my letters is the shape, and it's a negative shape on the image. And I did this with one of my clocks. So we know that works. So let's if I ungroup all that again. There, got my text. So the other thing that you can do is I can change this to blue layer and put it on fill. Then do my outline. Now, my outline, I want to go out 0.25. And I don't want to delete my original. I put my outline on the red layer. Hide my blue layer. Do the same thing. Group it. And if I bring my image over, again, before it didn't work, but if I apply mask to image, I can get that. Now, if I hide my red layer and don't output my blue layer, I get the text. Okay, actually the red layer is being outputted. But you probably want to have that outline on there. So let's, if I just do the black and the text layer, can't see this. Let's put on my red layer as well. And you can see that that red layer is a bit of the mask. Now, all I really want is this effect here, which is just that. Okay, so that works. So let's hide my image and show my red layer again. And I want to ungroup that. Now I want to take this and I want to outline that text 0.25. I want everything okay. And I want to group this text. Group. And I want to group everything together again. Image to my box, apply mask to image, and now you have some subtle, but the problem is you don't see it. Okay. So you have to be really careful how you do a few things. right? Once again, you can see it, but it's probably not the way you want it. So let's just go and change. Okay. Now you could change this to here, right? You can see that it's there, and okay, didn't quite sure. I forgot to do the. I forgot to do my mask here. Let's go back here. This. Okay, and I think I like that probably the best right now. And there. There I have something that looks pretty good. Pretty good. Now, the other thing is on your image layer, you want to use this pass through. If you process an image through ImageR, with you adjust all your gamma, your brightness, your contrast, then you probably don't want to use pass through. You want to use something else. So if I take off pass through, then I can adjust my image and I can change, I can make it a little bit brighter, contrast, and the gamma is kind of interesting, right? You can play with it this way. Okay, and once again, the preview doesn't really show it that well, which is kind of annoying. But I typically use pass through on my images, and then it takes image as is. So I hope you found it a little interesting what you can do and 3D. Now I haven't printed this, engraved this, so I don't know what it would look like. Hopefully I will be able to do that a little bit later. I have a number of images that I want to do that with processing. So take care and have a good day.